worst of humanity, but still continue to exist. Yeah, we'll continue to exist. We are Cape Fear Indians. We are ancient ancestors. Our people contemporarily known as Cape Fear Indians, like many other tribes from the Florida coast to Canada, continue to live and exist. We are still here living our culture, loving our heritage, honoring our ancestors, undeniable in our lineage, and refusing to assimilate and disappear into nothingness. Yeah, we refuse. We are Cape Fear Indians. We are ancient ancestors. We are Cape Fear Indians. We are ancient ancestors.
Do you think like a colonizer? You say your God commanded you, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. You say this with pride like it's holy. You recite it like prophecy. To you it means conquer the fish of the sea, command the birds of the sky, dominate every living thing that crawls, runs, breathes, or sings upon Earth Mother. And you call this sacred? You call this divine? But I can still hear the whispers of my Tuscarora ancestors, the fire crackling as Haudenosaunee elders lean in closer, and they ask, your God told you to conquer the earth, to crown yourself above the four-legged, the winged, the finned, to chain your own cousins, the two-legged, into submission, to pave your road to heaven with the bones of all that breathes. And then we understood. What you call dominion became a doctrine. What you call doctrine became discovery, not of new lands, but of imagined entitlement. Entitlement to control, to consume, to convert. But your God is not our creator. Ours teaches balance, not hierarchy. Ours teaches respect, not rule. Ours teaches gratitude, not greed. The Tuscarora Thanksgiving address tells a different story. We are no greater than the deer who offer their lives, no holier than the tree who opens her arms for shelter, no more sacred than the river who quenches our thirst. We are but one strand in the great quilt of life, not the hand that sews it, and never the blade that cuts it. We rise each dawn to give thanks to the sun whose warmth wakes us, to the moon whose rhythm guides us, to the birds, the medicines, the waters, the winds, to the earth who gives and gives, asking nothing in return. This is our way, not domination, honor. The clan versus the clan. YT formed the KKK, the Klan, an institution soaked in blood, promoting death, fear, and hate. We received the Klan system from the great peacemaker to sustain and promote life, not death, courage, not fear, and love, not hate. To uphold family, to pass wisdom through generations, to live sustainably with Earth Mother. Your clan took life. Our clans give life. They are not the same. Land and lineage. You call your land the fatherland, but we call ours the motherland, because land does not belong to us. We belong to her. She births us, feeds us, cradles our bones when we return to spirit. She is sacred. She is the womb. Not a prize to be won, not a deed to be signed. You revere your forefathers as if mothers and aunties were never part of the story. We say ancestors, period, because we honor both roots, maternal and paternal. The tree does not stand without both. The roots tangle together, equally sacred. Kinship and connection. You draw dotted lines for kinship. You call third cousins distant as if blood grows weaker the more it stretches. But for us, blood is sacred. If we share even a drop, we are family. And even beyond that, the four-legged, the trees, the rivers, all our relatives. Our Lakota cousins say, all my relations. We Skaruri offer our thanks in the Skaruri Ganyok, the Tuscarora Thanksgiving address, giving gratitude to every relation that completes the sacred hoop. If you can't grasp that, then you are part of the problem. Generational thinking. YT minds think 2 or 3 generations ahead, if that. If I can't touch the child, why plan for them? But we think 7 generations forward. even for children we'll never meet. Because love that serves only the present is not love, it's ego. And ego is not sacred, vision is. Technology versus earth wisdom. You say technology will save us. We say, it's what's killing us. The earth is already speaking. Floods, fires, poisoned rivers, collapsing ecosystems. We warned you about the pipelines. You bulldozed sacred lands and called it progress. Then they leaked, every single one. You carved your leaders' faces into the sacred Black Hills. That is not a monument. That is a scar. You built Ivy League schools on stolen land. Brown University stands on our ancestors' bones. In Carolina fields, tractors roll over sacred burial grounds, and still you call it yours. Elders' values and systems. Our elders are our libraries, our courts, our temples. Yours are warehouse like expired goods. It's not that you lack love, it's that your system has no space for it. Our ways of life, family, at time, and the sacred, they're not just different from yours. They are the opposite. You are Coca-Cola, we are orange juice. You come from a plant building. We come from the plant earth. You manufacture flavor, we grow it. Life, death, YT says, relocate or die. Indian says to leave this land is to die. YD says you'll die when your heart stops beating. Indian says as long as the drum beats, as long as we dance and sing, we are alive. Even in death, we return to the soil. We don't die. We transform. You walk a straight line to domination. We live in the circle of life. Your dance is a square, boxed in, rigid. Ours is a circle, eternal, moving, alive. Spiritual insight, you greet with hello. And you know what? Hell is low. This entire colonial system versus the indigenous people of the world is like a rocking against the gravitational pull of the earth to reach the heavens. This system shows a similar gravitational pull on the minds of the people, pulling it down so low that we even greet each other with hello. We greet with peace. Feathers represent many things. One of those things is peace, because we believe this frees your mind to where your light is a feather instead of having a stone heart plummeting like a rock. The sacred and the system. You need stained glass to find your God. We only need presence. Your woman must be quiet. Our women are the voice of the nation. You say babies come without instructions. We have the clan, the great law, the elders. This is our divine instruction. You shred food, we share it. You hoard wealth, we value people. You poison sacred tobacco and call it dangerous, then sell us pills to fix what your system broke. We have medicine from the earth. You have medicine from pollution. Nature teaches us how to live. Snake strikes, scorpion stings, bear protects. It is not man's place to dominate, it is his place to understand. But you came from across the water with flags and Bibles, owning everything, women, people, land. Your daughters traded off with dowries like livestock. Your God looks like you. Male, YT, authoritarian. You assigned gender to the infinite. You sculpted the creator in your image, then made contracts out of lies. We call it contrapts. But our word is sacred. Truth is spoken and held up by action. Reckoning with genocide. And now after centuries of genocide, extraction, erasure, you want to be the authority on race, spirit, family, democracy? Your food sickens us. Your wealth impoverishes the world. Your machines make us lonely. You say own it. We say honor it. You say conquer it. We say coexist with it. And when the lights go out and the machines fall silent, when soil turns back to spirit and the drum echoes once more through the land, it will not be your voice in the valley. It will be ours. Because we never left. We are still here because of how we think. Mental programming and resistance. Passing knowledge forward from generation to generation is a powerful weapon against colonization. It is how we remember who we are, how we fight back without lifting a weapon, how we remain grounded when everything around us tries to uproot us. But when you deal with people of color, whether African American, Indigenous American, Black enslaved Europeans, indentured Europeans, or a blend of the three, there's often an invisible chain that binds tighter than any iron or steel. Mental programming. Colonization doesn't just take your land, it seeks to own your mind. That's where the crabs in a bucket, the elephant, and the flea metaphors speak loud truths. The crab in the bucket, that's generational trauma. One tries to climb out, evolve, dream, but their own people, conditioned by scarcity and fear, pull them right back down. Not because they're evil, but because they're trained to distrust freedom. Where you think you going, ain't no better up there. Once powerful and untamed is broken young, chained to a post it can't escape from as a baby. It never realizes when it becomes strong enough to break free. That's how colonizers condition people, not just with shackles, but with stories, laws, religions, and lies. The flea learns its limits after bumping its head enough times against a lid. Even when the lid is gone, it never jumps beyond the invisible ceiling in its mind. That's what systemic oppression does. It builds the jar, it sets the lid, and it leaves us thinking we can't rise. And when someone dares to rise, it's not the oppressor who always tries to stop them. It's often our own. Family, friends, even elders. They say you've changed as if change isn't the goal. They say don't forget where you came from when they've forgotten we're not supposed to stay there forever.
From the Tuscarora lands to the Cape Fear shore, echoes of ancestors, whispers of yore, through trails of tears and battles we fought, our spirit unbroken, our heritage unsought, still here.
Final reflection. Don't be a crab. Flee from haters. Have the memory of the elephant. Know your strength and never let anyone tell you that you're not built for greatness. Do you know someone like that? Someone stuck in the jar? Someone who gave up tugging at the chain. And still the colonizer says, relocate or die. And the Indian says, to leave my land is to die already. To the colonizer, death is when the heartbeat stops. But the Indian knows the heartbeat is not just in the chest. It's in the drum, in the dance, in the soil, in the sky. We say, kill me and I'll return. I'm part of the great circle, the heartbeat of the earth.